Hey everyone, Andang here for some more LOTRO action. We are once again here at Where Dragons Dwell. I am so excited, hopefully you guys are as well, to finally be returning this week to LOTRO. And of course, we really quick want to thank Bellon Voice Studio and Captain Snake Eye for being members on the channel. Really do appreciate it. You guys are unlocking all sorts of cool emotes and things like that, and hope to get many more in the future. But anyway, we are, of course, here inside the tavern, and well, I suppose we're outside the tavern, but we were inside the tavern, and now we are again. And we're getting ready to talk to the annoying dwarf, and of course, Arthi, because they're now in like a buddy cop adventure, essentially, here underground in the Lonely Mountain. So, we'll get to that in a moment, but before we do that, I wanted to point out something that I noticed, which you guys probably already knew because, well, audiences are smart, but what I wanted to point out is where the potential center of LOTRO is. So we are here in the north, and as you can see, well, actually you can't see. Let me real quick turn off something here. There we go. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, it shows the degrees north. So if we go down south here, eventually we'll get to 0. So this is the north-south line of LOTRO up here in Forakel. So if you were wondering, everything south of Forakel is considered the south, and everything north of Forakel is considered the north. Not what I wanted to show you guys, but I thought it was interesting. So if we go over to the Misty Mountains, we can find that, you know, we're way to the south. The north is up there somewhere. But if we look here, there is the east-west divide right here. So the Misty Mountains, right in the middle of the Misty Mountains, is the division between east and west of LOTRO. And somewhere north of Heligrod is the very center of what LOTRO's coordinates consider Middle-earth, which I thought was kind of interesting. How apparently the center of Middle-earth is like right up here, close to Gundabad, you know, between Angmar and Gundabad. Which is kind of weird that that's where they chose the coordinates to be the center. I'm sure there's no real reason. It just happens to be. But what's even weirder that I've found is if you look here, we are right here at almost the point where we're back at 0 west. If you notice, all this is west. But if you remember, when we went to the Misty Mountains, it was here that we started getting east. So how is it that west starts over again here in Lothlorien? Look at that. Isn't that weird? So, 2 conclusions from this. One, Misty Mountains is, you know, the main divide between the east and the west. But then also, if we go to Mordor here, we can see that the divide between east and west lines up basically perfectly with Mordor. Really, if we go down further. So you can see here, this mountain range is where the divide is, right here. So it's like Minas Morgul is the divide between east and west. So, Men of the West, which includes Gondor, are in the west per the coordinates on this side of the Misty Mountains. But then Eriador considers the east everything to the side of the Misty Mountains. So I don't know if that's actually a lore thing, or if it's just happenstance that both Eriador and Rovanion both have their own coordinate structures. Either way, it does create an interesting discussion, at least I think it's interesting, of where east and west do lie in Middle-earth. So, enough about maps and stuff that you guys probably don't care about at 11:30 at night, or 12:30, or wherever you are, what time it is. It's late at night, the point is. And unless you're in another part of the world where it's not. Got leaks here, if you remember we had a quest about that. But anyway, let's talk to this guy.
We'll come see. Good. I really appreciate this.
I just realized we're in Yarnfest. We're not anywhere near Erebor right now. We're about as far away as you can get, in fact, with the current game. In this direction, anyway. I guess you could go to Mordor, but anyway. Alright, he really appreciates it. Cool. Here we go. I forget what we're doing.
Forgive the mess, my friend. I had only been cleaning for a short time when I found... Well, you will see.
Oh yeah, he found like a hidden room or whatever. I have not been back here for many years. My father Brant and I had a falling out, and he told me never to return. He died sometime after that, neither of us having apologized, and I could not bring myself to come back. But when I did live in this house, I never knew of anything like this. This way, Andang. This way. Up here. Do you see it? Oh. There is a door here, Andang. I moved the desk to clean behind it, and that's when I saw the seam in the wall. You can see it, right? I am not going mad. Yeah, I can see it. Why would my father Brant need a secret door inside his house? What could lie within this hidden chamber? Ugh. I have given myself a chill, Andang. Well, I myself have told tales of doors just like this. They can always be opened. I beg you to help me search for a way to open this one, my friend. The secret opening to this door must be somewhere within the house. Are we gonna find Dwarven Batman? Is that where this is leading? Just play the piano and it will unlock the door. You inspect the desk Kill moved away from the wall, and note the scraps on the floor caused by the movement. The drawer contains nothing of interest, and although you search beneath and behind the heavy stone of the desk, you find no apparatus that might connect it to the secret door. The desk does not appear to be involved with opening the door. Served only to keep its location a secret from idle eyes. Now Batman and Robin begin another adventure with Aquaman here on the Super Friend. Behind these crates you find that a young Kill scratched his name in the wall, but find nothing useful. The ore barrel? Thinking the ore-filled barrel might contain a hidden lever or other mechanism, you search it closely but find nothing out of the ordinary. It rolls on the front wheel and is not rooted to the floor, as you might have expected. At last you dig around in the contents of the barrel, but your search reveals nothing suspicious. How far can we go in here? Interesting. Okay. The stone bench is heavy, but you study it closely and find nothing useful. This table bears the scuff mark of the heavy use, but nothing of use is the reading. It's hard sometimes. Whoa, can't go down there. The bed's the secret. You cannot move the heavy stone of the bed by yourself, but you inspect its sides and back for hidden sigils or devices and find none. Reaching under the mattress, you disturb only dust, and long dead insects. I wonder if that's a nod to the bedbugs of Moria. And what kind of a sheet is that? That's like a goblin sheet. This chest contains old clothes that likely once belonged to Kill's mother. The metal-banded chest contains only rags and moth-eaten clothes. Another bed and a locked chest. Let's look at the locked chest. This chest is locked and you find no way to open it. It is too heavy to move. Okay. Check the table. You reach under the corner of the table and disturb an insect that flies away, buzzing angrily. You doubt the insect knows anything about the secret door, so you let it escape. That was funny. You reach under the corner of the table and find it covered in a film of ancient dust. The dirt smears and you wipe it off on your clothes. Gross. No wonder. This used to be an all-white cloak until we met the dust of the dwarves. You reach under the corner of the table and feel a series of small scratches that merit closer inspection. You study the scratches and discover a crude picture of what seems to be a bed, with a line emanating from its very center. Okay, let's go back to the bed. If I don't die here. Margaret, welcome to the chat. Sorry to hear you just threw up. Shakran, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Nice table, right? You cannot move this. Long dead insects. What about this one? Huh. Well, we need to find another bed then. Right? Here we go. You stretch your arm beneath the mattress and find nothing unusual within reach. Ah, the painting of a bed. It is impossible to tell exactly when this illustration might have been painted. An armored dwarf commands his warriors to assault a fortress encampment of orcs against a backdrop of flames. Is it a painting of Mirkwood or other woods entirely? You feel around the edges of the frame and behind the painting for a hidden lever or other device, but find nothing. That is... I'm not sure. Not sure. Nothing of note. Nothing suspicious. Okay. Well. Huh. There's like a forge thing on there. They're all the same. Okay. That's weird though that there'd be a thing on the table with... Whatever. We'll try the other tables. We did that one, I guess. Holds no secrets. Creed, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say, what do you think of the LIs? Not sure what you're talking about. I mean, legendary items are alright now that they're infused. I don't like them before level 100 now, though. Study scratches and discover a crude picture which seems to be a bed, with the line emanating from its very center, spelled Old English style. We haven't been in this room, have we? Long since rotted, boring. Broken pieces of wood. Well, I'm running out of options here, I feel like. Searching further, you find a hidden lever which you pull. There is a snap elsewhere in the house. Didn't we already pull that bed post the other thing? I guess we had to get everything. You are disappointed to see that the hidden door remains closed. I heard a loud click, but the door is still closed. What changed, I wonder? What's that? You found a secret lever hidden in one of the beds? That is preposterous, Andang. What secrets did my father keep in this house? And did my mother know about them? No, I cannot believe that the Irizama knew anything about secret levers and chambers and hidden doors. I heard a loud snap earlier. It must have been when you pulled that secret lever. Something must have changed. But what? Man, this story is about to get either really weird or like 50 Shades of Grey. One of the two. My beard is 50 Shades of Grey. Oh man. Oh, it opened the chest. This chest used to be locked, but now it stands open and reveals its contents. Glittering gold and shining gemstones. The riches are impressive, but you are not here for the fortunes of Kill's forebears. Instead, you search into the treasure and feel around the edges until you find a small recess on the inside of the chest. You press the indentation and hear Kill give a whoop of triumph from the other room. Andang, something is happening. Get out here. Oh, dang. That is cool. He threw the Russian on the door. No. Alright. Take a look at these runes, Andang. What do they say? My father Brandt always thought I should pay more attention to my learning. Was it because of this? How could it be? He died before telling me anything about this secret door, and I was no longer welcome in his house. But I think I can read these runes. I think these runes say, "Speak the name of he who carved me." Well, here I go, Andang. Mazog, son of Bull. Brant! Of course, I mean Branit. Branit? Let me try it with more inflection. Branit! Branit! Andang, it is not working. What's that? You think by pulling on my beard and saying it again it might work? Oh no, you think my father, something or other, my father might not have made this door. It is true that others of my family lived here before Brand. I need to say Brandon. His name is Brandon. Perhaps my grandfather is responsible for it. My grandfather, Verich. No? Maybe my great-grandfather. Stator. No. This is useless, Andang. I don't know anybody beyond that. You don't think this chamber is even older than my great-grandfather, do you? Was it my twice-great-grandfather's name? I barely remember it. Ah, yes. Tazko. It is hopeless. You cannot be serious, Andang. Fine. My thrice great-grandfather's name was, it was, Voin? I don't believe it! That door opened without a sound! How is it possible? It must be a magical MMO door! Yvonne, welcome to the chat, nice to have you here. Graham, welcome to the chat, nice to have you here. For a second you thought there was a Nazgul standing? Yes, thank you for... It took me a minute to understand what you're saying. Yes, I get the joke now. Alright, this is my Nazgul outfit, yes. Before we go into the secret creepy room, let's talk to him once again. I am pleased we have managed to open the door, but I tremble to think what may lay beyond it. And why should the name of my thrice great-grandfather prove the secret to its opening? My family is long-lived, but Voin died almost 1,000 years ago, if I remember the lineage aright. His name is rarely spoken in my family, and were I not a teller of tales with an ironclad memory, I might not have remembered it at all. Why did Voin delve this hidden chamber? What terrible secrets might lie within? I don't know, but remember to hydrate, it's very important. Anyway, let's continue the quest. We have no choice, Andang. Let us go within. Turn your walk mode on so you don't have to keep pressing the key. Oh, I walk really slow. Never mind. Stay close, Andang. I do not like this. I don't either. This is a creepy room. What the? Voin, what did you do? Oh, he lost it. What the? What is wrong? These runes. There is a book here. It is bound in black leather. This is Sauron's symbol. This book is from the land of Mordor. And it opened itself. It's pretty creepy how it's lit red as well. Alright, let's get pictures of these. I'm getting Sarah Oakart flashbacks, right? Right? Not good at all. Did Voin write in this book? Many of the pages are blank, but the writing within seems to be of many different languages. One of them seems to be the Zelruka mode. But what would my thrice great-grandfather have to do with artifacts of Mordor? I do not like this, Andang. We must tell Lord Nine about this. We have no choice. Bellon, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Oh man, that's crazy. They're all coming in here to the evil room? Okay. Jeez, you look so creepy all the time.
For how long has this chamber remained hidden beneath our very noses?
What does this mean? For how long has this chamber remained hidden right beneath our very noses? I do not like secrets in my city, Andang. Especially when those secrets come from the land of Mordor.
What
He acts like it was our
evils might have
secret.
been worked within these walls?
My people have a friendly relationship with Mordor, the Zelruka, for thousands of years, Andang. When our halls were cracked and damaged, in the devastation that followed the fall of Dangor-no-Duim, it's recorded that the Zelruka stayed for a time in the Iron Hills, and participated in the Great Mending. Most of that people went on to Gundabad, though they never arrived, and their fate is shrouded in mystery. Over the centuries since, small families of Zelruka came to live in the Iron Fold, and here in Yarnfast, and rarely cause trouble. But look at this chamber, Andang. What evils might have lurked within its walls? What foul sorcery was recorded within that book? The sigil on the cover is known to me. Indeed, it is known to all of Durin's folk. The Eye of Sauron, feared and despised. Did Kill's forebearers worship Sauron at the height of his powers? Do the Zelruka worship him still, even following his defeat? Were you privy to this knowledge, Kill? What do you have to say for yourself, villain? This book cannot remain in Yarnfast. I will not allow it. It must be taken from the Iron Hills. It remained hidden near my people for too long, and now that I know of its presence, I will no longer tolerate it. Take it to your wizard friend, Andang. Take it to Gandalf, and let him decide what to do about the evil thing. The Black Book of Mordor. Glad we finally found it, right? Dang.
Do you think my father knew of this room? He cannot have.
Lord Nine may not believe me, but you must, Andang. Don't you? I swear to you, I had no knowledge of either this chamber or tome. My thrice great-grandfather Voin lived more than 1,000 years ago, and of his line I knew only my father Brianit. Each of the others were names only, names in the family tree I did not see the need to study. Do you think my father knew of this room? He cannot have. Certainly my mother Zema would not have permitted such an artifact as that Tome of Mordor to remain within her walls, so near to her child. It is preposterous, Andang. And of these runes, I have not studied the language of my people in many years, and the words are quite difficult for me. I think they might really speak of Thafar Gathol, the lost grey citadel sought by both Zelruka and Longbeard alike, but I cannot say for certain. This is not an evil place, though it be shrouded in mystery. The book, however, I cannot explain. What would one to have to do with artifacts of Mordor? I like it no more than Lord Nine, Andang. Pick up that book yourself, because we're all too scared to, and carry it to Gandalf with my approval. Present it to him for study, and if he determines that it possesses no danger, I ask that you return it to me. Huh. I don't know if I want to. Unpleasant as it may seem, this tome is an artifact of my house, and I would not have it lost, unless the wizard confirms that it be wholly evil. Even so, I would want to have it in some form of... I would want to have some form of compensation in that case. The book is more than 1,000 years old, and of great historical interest for my people, and for me personally. But you're dressed as a Nazgul, so you take the Black Book of Mordor. The black leather binding feels cool to the touch.
For this chamber to remain undiscovered for so long fills me with amazement.
But I do not fear the room or its contents. The black-bound book has some connection with Sauron. What is that to me? Sauron is defeated and can trouble us no more. Any dread I would feel at the mention of his name or his works has gone, and cannot stir my heart to worry. Long did I nurse the resentment of being left behind while my uncle fought in the war. But now we are to return to the Lonely Mountain, and I find a spring in my step that was not there before. I aim to prove myself to my people and to the world, and the memory of Sauron cannot diminish my eagerness. Let us set forth, Andang. Let us go to Utterby and admire our handiwork there before we continue on to the Lonely Mountain and King Thorin. You can deliver the Black Book to Gandalf while I speak with my brother. Oh, dang. What did we get ourselves into? This is a crazy room. I wish Gandalf was here in this room so he could tell what it says. Interesting. Tell me, where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. It now says just to meet up with... We're supposed to talk to Gandalf, right? Alright, I don't even remember where the wizard's room was. Does anybody out there remember? Okay, well, somewhere within here. We don't have a Gandalf quest. That's weird. I guess Gandalf would be back. Okay, Gandalf's not here. I don't know why I was thinking Gandalf was here. That explains a lot. It's all spoilers for me. Diamond is still in Mordor. Okay. It took me forever, as you well know, to get through Mordor. Now I just need to remember how to get out of here. And it's not this way. See, I had this place down, and then we went on, you know, a week hiatus, and now we just don't know where anything is. I think it's this way. Alright, let's real quick thank our most recent subscriber. Hey, Magnara, thank you so much for the sub, really do appreciate it. Okay, through the door. I can't believe I thought that they were... Whatever. We're going back. No worries at all. Wow, we are like soundless. There we go. There's the horse sounds. Alright. Da 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 da. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, already done 2 there as well. Okay. Good deal. Well, we have a ways to go. I really like the Ironfall. At first I thought it was pretty boring. But I like having just an open terrain that feels different. I feel like I'm going somewhere west, like Utah or Nevada. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's continue along on our journey. About halfway there. Thankfully don't have a full moon. Got the Rust River. Open a Hobbit gift. But if you give the Hobbit Mithril, they'll give you more gifts. They should be dwarven gifts, and then you give the dwarves more Mithril, and then you get more gifts. See? Makes much more sense. Why we couldn't have had a teleport to here, I don't know. Aside from, you know, Mithril. In a normal game, we would have had a teleport there, I feel like. But yeah, we're at 1.3 million XP now. Out of the 6 million we need to get to this next level. Yeah, we need 4.7 million left. Durin wears a thoughtful expression as he gazes off into the west. Looks normal.
A large party has taken this road westward. Easterlings?
Do you see it? The Jengovar surrounding Utterby remain in disarray, like as not a result of our efforts there. But that is not what has drawn my attention, Andang. A large party has taken this road westward. I spied dust on the horizon, kicked up from the road as they passed. Could it be the Easterlings attempt another attack on the Lonely Mountain? Let us follow them and ensure they do not. Oh, dang. Arid, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Let's hope they do not indeed. We must ride as the Nazgul flies. And let's hope you don't have one of them on our tail. Alright. Quoting Gandalf. Catch up to the lard party. The lard? Catch up to the fat party heading west. Here we go. Man, if I knew we were going to be on a chase, I don't know what I'd do. Alright, let's get some... Let's get some chase music if we can. We're going to go off a cliff. There we go. Music, quickly. That's way too loud, probably. There we go. Alright, a little too happy for what we're doing here. Okay. The party Thorin witnessed from afar reveals itself to be a large band of Zelruka. Oh, dang. Well then, here we go.
I am Botus Frostblood, leader of this Zelruka band.
You are within these long beards. Excuse me, within. No. You are with these long beards, man. I am Botas Frostbold, leader of the Zelruka band. I hope you have answers for me, for my patience is nearly spent. It has been days since my axe has drawn blood, and she is thirsty. Tell me what transpires in Erebor, and tell me quickly. You come from the east and not the west. Ah! We have been waiting here for our messenger to return, a dwarf of good speed and loyal temperament. But he is hours overdue. He was to speak with the king under the mountain and obtain permission for us to cross the Dale lands on our way to the Grey Mountains. Why has he not returned? Why has he not sent word? I smell trickery. Has the King Thorin imprisoned him? This insult cannot stand. We will wait for a while longer. But my Zelruka will not wait long. We sent word to the king as a matter of courtesy, but I begin to question whether such courtesy was deserved. No one, not even a king, can get away with insulting Botas Frostbold. Perhaps I and my Zelruka will force our way through the Dale lands to our promised lands among the Grey Mountains, and spit upon Thorin's permission. Well, I don't know if it is amazing, Arid, but it is a voice I do. Leoni, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Now we must head to Erebor. And with much speed. Oh, whoa. Back the horse up. We have to talk to Durin first. Why we need to talk to him, I don't know. I mean, sure, he's the future king and all, but he's really relatively unimportant to this plot. Oh, I'm assuming. Here we go. Let's talk to him real quick. Get some exposition going. These Zarukar are getting impatient, and I fear what might happen if they seek to force their way across the Dale lands. If it comes to violence, I will remain here with Andang, and we will do our best to calm them down. You hurry on to the Lonely Mountain, and tell my father that Boto's Frostblood and his band grow tired of waiting. Perhaps the king had a good reason for keeping the Zaruka messenger from returning. Go, Andang, and with haste. I fear the Zaruka will not wait much longer, and the situation here will get worse if it has not been resolved quickly. If it does not get resolved quickly. Alright, let's go on to Erebor. If I don't keep pressing buttons that... Okay. Well, we'll do that. Do we report to... Return to Lake Town? Well, that... doesn't really do us good. We're almost there. To the stable. And then we can go to the north. And we will fight them in the hills and the dales. And we must endure. For that is what our country does. Alright. This way? I honestly don't know how I've forgotten so much about navigating this place. I guess I've had a busy week. It might have been fast. Don't go down the well, jeez. Might have been faster just to go straight to Erebor. Alright. Let's talk to Stalemaster.
What do you need?
What do you need? Da 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 da. Where was Gondor? Alright, here we go. Alt F10 to what? Oh, the nightlight. Bright, really bright, and then off. Bright, really bright, off. Bright, really bright. I'm trying to blind the Stalemaster. Alright, let's continue along. At some point I want to do like a real country dwarf, like Baruch Kazad. Let's all just gather around the campfire and talk about Mithril. Someday, many years from now, we'll all look back on this Erebor and we'll say, that place wasn't very good. We'll be there in Moria or Khazad-dûm and be partying like it was 3019 in Middle-earth. Like it was $29.99. All right, back in Erebor. For real this time. King Thorin looks at you curiously as you approach, without the son he sent you to retrieve. Oh, this is gonna go bad. Hello?
Where is Durin? Did I not send you to bring my son back from Yarnfast?
How can it be you have not fulfilled this request, Andang? What? He came with you as far as the edge of the Dale lands, but has stopped to treat with a band of Zelruka. I have heard nothing of this, Andang. Explain this business. You quickly describe your encounter with Bota's Frostblood and the Zelruka he leads, and recount Durin's decision to remain behind to keep the situation from worsening. These dwarves are liars, Andang. I have seen no messenger, and even if I had, I would not listen to any request of his. I am not convinced the Zelruka have a claim to the land in the Grey Mountains, and at any rate, I have no obligation to allow them to pass by foot of the Lonely Mountain. Let them go around if they must, and take the long road that passes well north of here. They shall not pass through my lands and trouble the folk of Dale. I will dispatch some warriors to reinforce my son, and they will ensure the Zelruka stay put. Andang, go find Gandalf at his chambers in the dwelling halls. Perhaps the threat of the wizard magic will encourage these Zelruka to remain peaceable. Peaceable. Alright, restoring the Three Kingdoms. Complete. I already did not want to do that. Alright. Sir Streamer, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Alright, now if I was Gandalf's room, if I was an adventurer and forgot where Gandalf's room was, where would I be? I honestly don't remember where Gandalf's room is. But that's okay, right? In the dwelling halls of Erebor. But let's hope we can find him. And sure, maybe Pippin fell down the well, but that's okay. Just because you wake up a Balrog doesn't mean you should be kicked out of a fellowship. It's all fine. Yeah, it led to the death of Gandalf, but that's okay. He came back later. It's all alright. Alright, let's see. Oh, where is our Gandalf? For so long we looked only inwards. Now suddenly dwarves speak of the hills to the east, and of ancient mountains to the north. I need to drink more to be okay with that. There's a quest up there, which is the quest we're looking for. Alright, I think it's back this... No, it is up here. Okay. We'll find it, don't worry. It's alright. Okay, we're nearly almost not really there. It's a pretty good imitation of Larry the Cucumber, right?
What is this you bring to me?
Gandalf takes the black book, wearily eyeing the sigil on the cover. You describe the hidden chamber in which the book was found, and the wizard strokes his beard thoughtfully. He carefully opens the book and turns several of its leaves. Gandalf. Some of these pages contain words written in the black speech, but there is also dwarf runes of several varieties, and many blank pages. I suspect these gaps are not truly empty, but contain words written in the hidden fashion used by the dwarves to keep secrets. Most interesting. This book clearly has its origin in Mordor, but the Mordor of 1,000 years ago is not the same as it is today. Truly, even in the mouth's time of Mordor has greatly changed. In a month's time. I thought he was referencing the mouth of Sauron again. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I will study this book with interest, but I see from your expression that more than one purpose has drawn you hither.
The relationship of the Gelruka and the Longbeards has long been tumultuous.
Ah, I see. The relationship of the Zelruka and the Longbeards has been tumultuous during the years of their interaction, but changing from peace to outright war, and then to uneasy truce. The passage of the years and the waning of memory finally caused friendship to once again emerge between them. And now, this happens to cast that renewal into doubt. I don't know why I'm voicing Gandalf this way, but that's what we're doing. With the devastation that beheld the end of the First Age, much of Middle-earth was shaken and sundered. In the land far to the east, the stronghold of the Zelruka was destroyed, and they became a wandering people. Their neighbors turned them aside, and wished them ill. But King Durin II of Khazad-dûm took pity upon them, and bade his folk make a home for the displaced people at Mount Gundabad. They disappeared in the mountains and never arrived, but a single survivor emerged centuries later. He spoke of the vanished Zelruka and Tafor Gathol, a citadel he claimed they delved in the mountains. He insisted, too, that its riches could match those of mighty Khazad-dûm. Mad ravings, surely. This is the worst Gandalf I might have ever done, but I can't find Gandalf. Tell me, where is Gandalf, for I much desire to speak with him. None of the many seek to delve under... Why am I speaking that way? I don't know. None of the many seek it over the years, Longbeards and Zelruka alike. Bilbo. Me. Bilbo. Have ever found it. I do not believe it ever existed. Dwarves from Khazad-dûm did uncover... I'm speaking like Stephen Colbert's impression of Mockingbird, whatever. That one sketch where he did To Kill a Mockingbird. Alright. Dwarves. Dwarves from Khazad-dûm did uncover the remains of an ancient delving in the Grey Mountains, and although they found a great deal of iron ore, they found no mithril. This could not be Tafor Gathol. They called it Thikil Gundu, the Steel Keep, and soon the iron production threatened to rival that of the Iron Hills. Scholars whisper that this threat to their prosperity caused the dwarves of Yarnfast to send word of the Steel Keep to the Zelruka, who demanded it was theirs by right. If the dwarves of the Iron Hills did not take part in this, none have proven it. But it seems likely to me. Ever since, the Zelruka have jealously guarded their claim to the holdings in the Grey Mountains, and that resentment has colored the delvings with all other people. If Botor's Frostblood and others of the Zelruka believe their property is being kept from them, they will not hesitate to spill blood to regain it. I will not involve myself in this matter. Return to King Thorin and warn him not to trifle with the Zelruka. They will become a dangerous foe if they feel they are not being treated unfairly. If they feel they are... If they feel they are being treated unfairly. And the dwarves of the Lonely Mountain need more friends, and not few new enemies. Geez, this is the worst Gandalf that's ever been voiced. Still love how he has his cloak there. How do you get out of your house, Gandalf? Kind of at a loss here. Huh, here we go. I don't know why I couldn't do Gandalf there, but really couldn't. I forgot what he sounds like. Like, I know they didn't want to go over the top with Erebor, but I feel like they could have done more. As usual, we're taking the shortcut. It's not really a shortcut, but we just don't know the other way. Oh, time to talk to King Thorin and warn him about what Gandalf said. Through the portal. So, I guess there is a steel keep that we're going to find. That's interesting then that Gandalf knew about the rumors that the one dwarf was speaking about. So they must be true. Arthi Gemcutter stands before the king. What is he doing here?
Althie Gemcutter has come from the edge of the Dale lands with urgent news.
He says that Botor's Frostblood and his band of Zelruka forced their way into the Dale lands against my wishes, and have marched for the Grey Mountains. At first, my son Thorin barred their way, but he refused to spill dwarf blood and allow them to pass. It seems he followed them, intending to watch them and prevent the Zelruka from doing any harm to the people of the Dale or the lands around the Lonely Mountain. He sent Arthi back to bring me word of their movements. This is an outrage, Andang. The Zelruka have proven themselves to be impolite and no friend to me or to my people. I am insulted, and I demand satisfaction. I do not say my son should have stood alone against dozens of these traitors, but I wish these Aruka had been made to pay for this slight in some fashion. Had they waited for my warriors to arrive, they would not have dared to cross, or they would have paid a good sum in blood and in pain. They are brazen enough to disregard my commands, but too cowardly to engage in outright battle for it. Go to the Grey Mountains, and tell my son to return. The Zaruka will pay for this outrage, but it will not be for Thorin to exact the price. He belongs here with me, and will learn the responsibilities of kingship at my feet. Alright, time to find Durin as we go up there. Interesting. I'm really enjoying this plot so far. If you guys are as well, be sure to leave a like down below. Man. I wonder why his son is just following along with them. Like, oh yeah, I'll go along with you guys. This could get quite perilous if we're not careful. The son is now essentially captive among the Zelruka. And Gandalf has a Black Book of Mordor, and something big is about to happen, I feel like. I mean, we're in chapter 8. Huh. Something really big is about to happen. It has to, right? Which way do we go? Way this way, okay. So I'm going to trust the chat from last time and assume that we don't want to finish the quest in the Ironfold just yet. And instead want to just follow the story. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll go back to the Ironfold to finish things up if that is what the quests want us to do. I'm sure we're going to go back with those dwarves being over from there, the Zelruka. Here we go, around Raven Hill, circumnavigating it, if you will, and going all around. To the north. Stay away, bear. Nobody likes you. Hello, random dwarf.
We are dwarves and the folk of Durin.
Humble Rosette at your service. True, you will not find all Zaruga so open to Kizinik, to outsiders, as I. The world has taught us no such lessons, I'm afraid. I myself might have turned my head away and spoken no words to you on the weary, dusty roads that lie behind. Yet the moment I set eyes upon you, these grand peaks, Yet the moment I set my eyes upon these grand peaks, I lost my spot. These open spaces, something in my heart opened too. No, friend, I will be truly honest with you. We are in need of way food. We cannot tarry to cook, for we must keep moving and join with our Narod up ahead. We have stumbled upon some nuts and berries already, but could use more. Would you, who are well rested and full of vigor, gather some as you go, and meet me at Domgoru, a small camp up the road?
All is well, and yet not all.
But it is cold out here, no? Refreshing, and yet even a dwarf might shiver under his whiskers. We have food now, but we cannot carry a fire with us as we go. What is needed is something warm to wear. Pelts! You might win some of the beasts that hide in the valleys. Wolf and laugh bear pelts would be warm indeed. Will you gather the pelts and meet me at Domgoru?
All is well, and yet not all.
I know. Not many went about that totally wrong. Sometimes when you improvise, it goes wrong. I know not how many centuries have passed since dwarf feet tread upon these paths, yet many Zadruka do now. They say upon the well-marked path you cannot go astray. Let us do our part to help them and polish up old road markers. I will polish the large ones. Will you look after the smaller ones? The well-marked path, yes. Thank you for that. Floating names are on, and so is the combat. Here we go for some pelts. Thank you. Do I need to right click or anything? Nope. Hey, there's the wolf pelt. There's the wolf pelt. Alright, tired of loth bears. We fought so many of them. You know? You can only fight so many before it gets a little old. Now we're out in the countryside, and I got my beard to keep me warm. My dwarven beard is rated to keep me so warm in the wintertime. And I found some pine cones on the ground, and I picked them right up. Gathered me some pine nuts, and went on to fight a wolf to get his pelt. And it turned out there were two wolves. They were Siamese. They attacked in synchronization. And apparently there's a bird there too, but it died. Now we got 4 wolf pelts. Alright, get ourselves some wild berries here. Defeat many beasts in Arid Mithrin. Pine cones! Have we even found, like, path markers yet? I don't think so. Stop attacking me, Hawk. Like, have there been any path markers? Am I missing them? Yes, I am. Okay. Let's go back over here. You know, that might just be for pine cones. I don't know. Oh, the path goes on for like ever. Okay. We've got a ways to go. Got some wild berries up here. Stop attacking me, bird. You're really getting on my nerves. Well, here's a wolf, there's a wolf, everywhere is a wolf wolf. Got some wild berries. Getting all these quests done. So it's weird that there's a dwarf that's just like, yeah, meet me up the road. We got all sorts of stuff for you to do as you enter yet another zone in LOTRO. We could have made there be less quests in this zone and players would probably be happier about it, but instead we're not going to do that at all. And just going to give you filler. And we haven't seen very many bears, right? Pretty sure you can very easily get off this path. I don't know what that dwarf was talking about. There we go, that's all the wolves we need. Now we just need Bears Beats and Battlestar Galactica. Alright. Good deal. That's 2. I thought we had at least 2 already. Okay, well. Fun times. How do we not have more pine nuts already? Alright, this quest is going to take a while. Going to take a while. So, because of that, I think we're going to play some more stuff in the background here. If it'll go. There we go. Perfect timing with the combat there. That's a pretty harsh change. I don't think these need cleaned. Some more markers and a worm. So all the food's back there. Okay. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Alright, let's see what else we got. Whoa, hello. All sorts of stuff all of a sudden there. There's all the bears. Going to fight stuff now that we don't need to. As usual in LOTRO. At least we got good music, good chat room. Good things go. those pine cones. You tell me we missed one of the first markers when we came in here? Okay. We have gotten it now. Getting all the silly markers polished. Yvonne says, are you just playing a section of music you have on hand? Yeah, this is from the YouTube library that I've downloaded. And it's free to use, basically. As long as you're making a video with it on YouTube. There's all sorts of stuff. This one's not that interesting, it seems. You discover a Dorian company resting on the road into Arid Mithrin. Alright, let's talk, buddy. Ah, Andang. It is done then. Very good. I have known the Raven Chiefs to be wise counselors, but whether their counsel is good or ill, they speak with sharp tongues. Has the Raven Chief offered you any counsel on our task? You informed Ori that the Raven Chief warned that Thikil-Gundu was an accursed place, and that she would not send her ravens there. Accursed? I do not think so, Andang. Thikil-Gundu has been the doom of many Longbeards, but there is no curse upon it. A curse of dragon kind, perhaps, but nothing more. That is enough talk of Thikil-Gundu for now, I think. Let us hope the ravens find some sign of my brother's passage through the Arid Mithrin. There is another matter to discuss. While we waited on your return, a small company of Zelruka passed through the south gate. They spoke in hushed tones, but I heard enough. It seems they make for a small encampment named Dormgoru in the foothills of Arid Mithrin. The Zelruka are not the most cooperative of dwarves, but I have known them to be keen observers. Either this company or their kinsfolk might know of Nori's passage into the Arid Mithrin, or perhaps where Vaethung Wintermind has fallen. And what you must, ask what you must, but do not speak of Thikil Gandu. The rightful claim to the Steel Keep is still a matter of contention between our peoples, and it would be unwise to provoke them needlessly. It seemed from their tone that they did not intend to remain there long, and so I must ask you to ride ahead of our company. Once we have readied ourselves, we will join you at in the way of dwarves. Okay, so we're going to whatever. Got that pro LOTRO gameplay commentary going. Alright. Explore a whole bunch of stuff, okay. And it takes forever to clean these. Jeez. There's so many of them. Clean it all up. I don't know. Let's continue along. Oh, hey, they finally changed the markers to what they're supposed to be. Would you look at that? I feel like this whole road should have been like this, right? Why were why were there the old kind of markers? It's a different art style. Durin stands among the wind-swept grasses of the heights. Now we're in Scotland.
Did my father send you to bring me back to the Lonely Mountain?
Both his Frostblood and his band of Zelruka have gone on ahead. But now that I behold this place with my own eyes, I see some of what has driven them to come here, against my father's command. Stalin, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Almost missed my stream again. Hey, I mean, I don't announce these ahead of time. It's hard to know exactly when they're going to be, but thanks for joining. Durin looks around at the rocky highlands and the towering peaks of the Grey Mountains. Do you see it too? The vast mountains, the untouched valleys, the hidden recesses beneath them. Each holds the promise of adventure. My father's throne room has no place for me. I should not waste my years in study and in idleness as he did. No, I belong here in the unexplored wilderness. I should seek its lost treasures, just as my people have done for thousands of years. Only then will I find the glory that is to be mine. Uncle Nine would understand, even if my father does not. I am not going back until I have proven I am worthy of my name, Andang. Remember our deeds in the Ironfold. You were a good companion and a reliable friend to me. I ask you to adventure with me here, and together we will achieve great things.
There will be adventures enough for both of us, I am certain of that.
I will not look back fondly upon the time I spent in Yarnfast, kept from honor and glory. But something at last came from the captivity of my youth. Many were the tales I heard, and many were the maps I studied. And now that we are here among the Grey Mountains, I will see these subjects with my own eyes, and thereby make them real. There should be a narrow passage to the northwest of here, the Worm Gap, bored through the very stone by dragon kind that came down from the north. Let us see if any of their kin still inhabit the gap, and bring battle to them if they do. I would like to pass through the Worm Gap to the Withered Heath beyond, and see the great anvil for myself. Many tales tell of the anvil, and the dreams of it have fired my imagination since I was small. An inhospitable land. Inhospitable! Inconceivable! I thought this was a camp. Alright, let's go up here. You discover a small encampment of Zelruka just off the road into Arid Mithrin. Beware of the Longbeards, we always say, for they may go back on their word. We only trust shaven beards. Haha, what brings a man like you so far into the Grey Mountains? You explain to Zelruka Flinteye that you seek a company of Longbeards that pass through the Grey Mountains, and that you have also come in search of the remains of the Cold Drake, Bathong Wintermind. Zadko Flinteye is my name, and if you are here in search of something, I will know where to find it. Indeed, the fates of those Longbeards and the Cold Drake are known to me, but information of that sort is valuable, very valuable. I will offer it to you for a price. The worms, drakes, and dragons of the Grey Mountains have slowed my journey. If you were to remove some of them from my path, I could be convinced to share what I know. Do we have a deal? Sure, dwarf. He looks pretty cool. Also very short. Alright. Let's talk to this guy over here.
We are dwarves and the folk of Thorin.
Ah, this mixture will do. We have grown hungry from so much walking. All my brethren will be grateful for your efforts.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
How Vulchot! These pelts are just the thing. You have done much. I will make sure these pelts get to only the coldest dwarves.
All is well, and yet not all.
We poor Zelruka have traveled far, farther than you can imagine, only to reach Erebor. Here the way is harder, and harsher than ever. I will linger here and tend to my brethren as they come through. You will not linger, but go on, I know. Yet I will be ever thankful for your friendly help and the road we shared. Now I will disappear in the greatest trick of my entire life. Oh, okay. Well, that's all those quests, I guess. I guess he has none more for us. But now we must make our way up to the anvil. And also fight some drakes on the way. which is exciting. We're finally here in the Dragonlands. Did I not hit that horse? I feel like I clicked that horse. Okay. Time to head north to the anvil. The anvil. The anvil. Alright. Let's go through this narrow pass. Hey, there's a worm. We will pass the worm. And the other worm. Because we want to fight some drakes. Wolverine? Alright, let's fight ourselves a Wolverine. Just finished this a couple days ago. That's cool. Let's take the high road. Here's a fight. Oh dang, this really is a fight. Don't want to fight too many of these at once. There we go. Slide down the cliff. That was a drop. That wasn't a slide. That was a drop. Ah! Oh, John Panette, how I miss you. Alright. You guys haven't seen John Panette. Highly recommend it. His comedy was great. So I guess we have to defeat enemies like here. There we go. Not a very big space for us to defeat enemies, but defeat them we shall. Technically this counts, right? Da, 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 da. I just yelled twice. That was an echo yell there. All right, let's hope this counts too. Hey. And now there's another worm. Would you look at that? We just fought a worm in the worm gap. How about that? Does this Grey Mountain Ram count as an enemy? Probably not. We're going to find out. Hey, it does. Alright, well, that makes it easier. What about this fox? I doubt this fox will count, but we're going to try. Alright, the fox ran away. Never mind, you win today, fox. It looks like this section up here also counts as the worm gap. So we should be able to fight some things up here. There we go. Now we can just travel up and also defeat a few more worms along the way. Don't need no agility. Okay. Let's continue along. Oh, snow. Here we go. Fierce cold drakes and frost grims roam in numbers upon the Withered Heath, and must be defeated if the Grey Mountains are to ever be safe. Word of advice in last instance of this quest line. Let Durin go well in front of you. Little ice drakes will almost insta-kill you. Dang. Good to know. And look at that unnatural ice. Nurzum returns. Strange and unnatural ice formations dot the landscape of the Withered Heath. They seem to have been made by a cold drake or a dragon. Destroying these structures will surely make him mad, and also lessen the impact of the dragon kind in the Grey Mountains. I like how it sounds like it physically hurt us to destroy the ice. I'm sorry, Drake. I like your music. Okay. There aren't enough glaciers in LOTRO. Level 120 Frostgrim here. Whoa, flanking troll. Since when did Frostgrims learn to flank? That's that 2019 LOTRO AI. Dragon eggs as well. Man, we've done all this before. LOTRO's gameplay is really getting repetitive, I feel like. Maybe it's because I played so much in such a short amount of time, but I don't know. Drake eggs litter the landscape of the Withered Heath. Destroying the eggs within the ancient drake breeding grounds should lessen the impact of dragon kind in the Grey Mountains. Like seriously, every time we go into dragon area, there's always dragon eggs to destroy. I swear. Pretty sure it's literally every single place. If there's worms or dragons, there's eggs. It's like they're big Spyro fans and just don't want to admit it. Alright, not there's anything wrong with being a Spyro fan. Spyro's awesome. But, just saying. Frost Grims. Fierce cold drakes. We need fierce. Fierce. Let's... I guess this is nothing. Okay, hey, there's a fierce cold drake. There we go. There we go. That's how you do it. Ooh, a frozen page. Must be very cold. You have found a torn page of a tome, frozen in the harsh weather of the mountains. Perhaps you can find another page in there with Mithrin and complete the story.
The harps sing loud, the fires burn low. Our thoughts now stray to long ago, when in the north and far away, the anvils rang neath mountains grey.
Dang, that's pretty cool. Jeez, there's a lot of dregs here. Need more fierce drakes. Interesting. All sorts of stuff. Apparently we've done like none of it. Alright. Man, we're just halfway through all these fierce strikes. That's crazy. Here's another Frostgrim. Oh, we got more dragon bones. That made a weird sound as it went away. Digging beneath the thawed soil, for some reason, you uncover the old and crafted dwarf relic. You uncover and old. Yeah, it should be probably unold and dwarf crafted relic. Something about the ancient relic strikes you as unmistakably Selruka. They must be of great value. You should search for more of these and show them to one of their kind. Maybe we could give it to that guy for the price. Should be like, here's the Selruka treasure. Perhaps you would like this instead. Hmm? Man, there are so many of these drakes. It's kind of ridiculous. Can't even hardly take a step without running into one. Hello, Mr. Drake. Nice to see you there. With your cold fire and everything else. Alright, we still need Frost Grims. And a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's head towards the anvil, though. Let's see. Back this way. I'm excited about this. Skipping down the hill. Durin stares up at the anvil, preoccupied with his own thoughts, to notice the young drakeling that's about to attack him. You heroically step in and save Durin from utter doom.
Behold, the anvil of Withered Heath.
How many dwarves have looked upon its smooth surface, and questioned the reflections that gazed back, asking of themselves what their futures were to be? Did they believe the answers in their hearts? Longbeards have come here in search of treasure or knowledge, and it is said that more than one Zaruka king perished on the hearth while seeking the citadel Dobors. Ilken? I cannot remember their names. My teachers would be ashamed and disappointed. But whether their names may have been, but whatever their names may have been, I do remember their fates. How could a young dwarf forget their stories? For one of these kings sought the remains of his lost forebearer, and the way to Thafar Gathol. And while digging beneath the anvil, his dwarves accidentally caused a great collapse. The glacier was split in twine, and hundreds of cold drakes awoke within, and boiled from the cracks in the ice. The few Zaruka that survived the initial attack fled back to the steel keep, but the rest of the dwarves were slain. My teachers say it was dwarf-made fire that eventually melted the ice, sealing most of the cold drakes within again. But I heard from somewhere that it was one or another of the wizards that closed the crack and mended the anvil. I wonder which is the truth. Oh dang. Now that I look upon the anvil for myself, I find its beauty impossible to describe, but that beauty is matched by a terrible feeling of watchfulness. Let us not forget the horrors that sleep behind its shimmering surface, Andang, and take care not to disturb them. Instead, let us put the anvil to our back and collect a number of trophies from the drakes and worms that stalk among the steaming glaciers of the Withered Heath, and elsewhere throughout Arid Mithrin. I have a plan that requires them, but let us also collect them in memory of the dwarves that perished in sight of the anvil. Not really a good screenshot moment here. Just a wall of ice. Hello, Mr. Cold Drake. Oh, jeez. That's a close-up. Hi there. Oh, man. Nope. Come on. Alright, well, we're not getting a good screenshot. Let's find him before we die. Oh, jeez. Now we're done. There we go. Collect drake teeth? And worm hides, okay. All sorts of stuff to do. Watch him whip. Watch him nay-nay. Alright. Let's get some more teeth. Come on. There we go. Now we go up the hill by a glacier. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright. Let's continue along. Oh, apparently there's no quest there. Oh, hello. Yes, go away. Hey, we got a steel token, whatever that is. Probably can keep English. We've probably been getting them the whole time, but who knows? Nobody, because nobody's been watching. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's go down here. Oh, jeez. Goodbye, Frostgrim. The cold spirit of a troll. How grim indeed. Alright, let's continue along. Oh, there's another dig. Finally found another digging spot, jeez. Wait, what? It was just like, I'm going to be under the water. Dead. But not really dead. Just kind of dead. Sir, you should really watch your blood pressure. If you know what that's from, let me know. Alright. Come on. There we go. Time to go up, up, up. Time to break that unnatural ice. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Just going to run the other direction. A brilliant plan, sir. Hey, we lost him. Well, one of them. Hey, we destroyed it without being interrupted. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Alright, oh great, we got another one. It is very hard not to run into a Drake in this place. Like, his music's just everywhere. Alright, that joke's getting old. Let's break this ice. An icebreaker, if you will. Interrupted. Goodbye. Okay, yes, yes, we destroyed ice formations. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Yes. Apparently we already destroyed that one. Oh, the fun of LOTRO, never making things actually disappear. There's a Grim over here. I wonder if that's what the red circle means. You have successfully defeated many of the cold drakes and frost grims that roam the Withered Heath. The Zelruka will surely be thankful for your efforts, but you'll never know. You just finish the quest here and leave it be. Man, now we have to fight our way through quite a bit. But fight we will. Oh, hello. I didn't even see you. And by fight, I mean run, apparently. Ow. Stabbing. And yes, more unnatural eyes. Gotta get rid of that stuff. Goodbye, Drake. I'm done with your music. Time to go to Chilling Rhetoric, a dwarven rapper, very underground. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight this guy. Alright. Or girl, you never know. If assuming... Anyway, we won't assume anything. I was gonna say if we're assuming that it is Drake. But who knows? Maybe, you know, Drake hasn't made that choice yet. We never know. It's 2019, as if that means something. Alright, I think it's so weird that people are like, it's 2019, that means all this progress happened. It's like, go back to Roman times, like... way more progress. Of at least what you'd probably consider progress. Alright. Enough political stuff. Let's move along. But like, the year literally means nothing. Because history just repeats itself. There's nothing new. Like, sure, we never had iPhones before, but that's like policies and politics and ways of life. Those things are pretty much unchanging, minus technology. There we go. Back this way. How'd we miss that? Alright. Well, I guess we did. You can exchange steel tokens for marks or for firework recipes. Well, as you guys know, I don't craft, so that's not of use. But marks would be nice, I guess. I only have like 1 million. That's cool. There's like a... I don't even know how to describe that. Like a water reflection, but there's no water. Like it's just like an emanating thing. That's cool. Alright, well we keep heading back for some reason. We need to head forward. We keep going in circles. I don't know if you guys saw the Raising Kratos documentary, but oh my goodness, it's amazing. If you guys ever wanted to learn about like game design and how that process actually works, like they don't go too in depth, but it's pretty cool how, like it's more in depth than most of the documentaries like that go. And it is worth a watch, even if you don't know anything about God of War or the new God of War. It is cool. A well done documentary. Alright, let's head up to this unnatural ass. Destroyed! Okay, well luckily we're now getting to the point where it's just like a few things that we need. We will jump on them and surprise! And destroy. Man, I remember on beta trying to navigate through here without fighting anything. It was like impossible. I was only a 115 because, if I remember right, well, it's just I hadn't gotten this far yet. The level cap didn't increase with this update, I don't think, but I just hadn't gotten this far. I honestly don't remember. Maybe this was the level cap increasing one. I wasn't around at the time, so not too worried about it. Alright, at the time of release, I mean. I didn't exist yet. I'm only, believe it or not, I'm only 6 months old. I know it might surprise some of you. But as long as you think you've been watching me, it's really only been a short period of time. Okay, Drake eggs destroyed. But yeah, I wish they'd go more like full Lion King. Cause like you got the bones, you got the geysers, you just need Scar singing a song somewhere and we're in full Lion King winter mode. If you go to Angmar, it's like perfect. So there's supposed to be dig sites back there, but I didn't see any. Hello. Hello. Man, double flank. Yeah, it really is. The AI really is getting better. Alright. He's just like parked on a hill. Just chilling. I forgot where I parked my Drake. That's gotta be in Weeping Warrior problem, right? I don't know. I guess the was the Weeping Warrior Drake right? I don't think he was. I think I'm confusing him with the guy from More in the North. Well, that's kind of cool. And of course we break our leg. If we had $1 for every time we broke our leg, we'd be a millionaire, I feel like. Man, there's still so much that we need to do here. It's just all spread out. I hate it when they do that. If I get in this water, do you think it's gonna freeze me? Yes. Yes. Oh, no. It's fine, it's just... I guess because the hot springs, it's like, that's warm water. Probably not good that there's warm water here. With, you know, the whole frozen drakes and the glacier thing. Global warming will not do good for the dwarves. They're like, no, no carbon emissions. We must keep it clean. Or the drakes come out of the icebergs. And man, that would change the discussion on global warming, wouldn't it? Don't run your cars or the drakes will come out of the iceberg. Alright, come on, come on. There we go. One more. And then it's just a few eggs and some relics. Oh, hello, troll flanker. The sound effect on that is really cool. You have successfully destroyed much of the unnatural ice on the Withered Heath. The Zelruka will surely be thankful for your efforts. Or not, because it's LOTRO. Alright. They never are like, hey, thanks for doing all those things on those pop-up quests. Really do appreciate it. It's okay, I don't need their thanks. I'm okay on my own. I'm comfortable in the adventurer that I am, not the one that they want me to be. I need to stop yawning, my goodness. Take care of that thralled soil. Recovered Zelruka relics, 8 out of 12. Congrats, you may pass go. The anvil. Man, we're going up quite a ways here. So there are the Grey Mountains. Man, that looks bleak, doesn't it? Just oblivion off in that direction. Alright. No idea what's in that area over there. Beyond the map. That looks like a place you could quest almost. It doesn't look like just the landscape like that does off in the distance. Anyway. 64-bit client, here we come. Can't wait for that thing. Hopefully testing goes well and they can just release it with this next update. I'm hoping. Okay, 2 more Drake eggs and 4 more relics in the ground, and then we're good to go. Change that. 3 more relics in the ground, and then we're good to go. You. Not really a crossing point. I guess we'll head up further. Let's see, is there anything? No, we just want to go up here to this area. Hello. Hello. Go away, Frostgrave. Back to the shadow. Alright. Shame on you for fighting a Nazgul. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. Man, this is so spread out. Everything in this zone is like spread out. I feel like they could have made it smaller. Not usually asking for that in LOTRO, but this is one of those times. But then you don't really get a sense of the scale. Like there are a lot of dragons here, and they're really wanting to drive that point home. So I respect that. That's cool. And just 2 more relics, and this set of dragon eggs, and then we're good to go. Destroy. You have successfully destroyed many drake eggs on the Withered Heath. The Zelruka will surely be thankful of your efforts. Alright, we're gonna go down to Goblin Town. And let's see here. Kerplunk. Gonna go over here because there's supposed to be 2, and we'll find what we're looking for. Actually, over here would be on the way. Huh. Run, 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 run. Change your plans. Man, could you imagine a story, like a movie? I don't know why I said story. A movie taking place with the history of this place? That is what Warner Brothers needs to get on. A freaking dwarf and dragon war. I would pay to go see that in an instant. As long as they didn't do the stuff they did with The Hobbit. Oh my. If they made it like dark and cool, that'd be good. Let's see. Let's go up. Well. Not really any good way to get there. Let's try going the other way. And not poke ourselves with teeth. Sergio, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. How did you fix stuttering in LOTRO? I haven't. It's just that it's not stuttering that much, I guess. I guess we're just fortunate tonight. There we go. Finally, the final thawed soil. Bring the relics back. Oh yeah, we had to collect worm hides as well. Okay, well that's easy enough. I suppose it's easy enough. And welcome to everybody just tuning in here. Oh, not the troll side attacks. Stop flanking me, troll. Hey, it did. It stopped. Oh, hello. That frost troll just one-shotted my horse. My horse wasn't amazing. Alright. Wrong button. There we go. Just keep swimming. That's all we gotta do. Make our way out of the drake-infested lands up here. You have a problem with it and try to fix it, I guess, because the engine is old. Yeah. It just depends on where I am in LOTRO. The 64-bit client will hopefully help with that, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. I guess you don't have to wait and see. You can check it out on beta, but just because something works on beta doesn't mean it'll work on live. They had mounted combat working lag-free, perfectly fine on beta. And then when it came to live, all of a sudden there were all these rubber banding issues and all that stuff because they decided to change how they were doing mounted combat. And it caused way more issues. Like, they changed it from local to server side, I feel like. And it's just caused all these issues. Like, I don't care. I really don't care about mounted combat on the server side. Just make it work locally. And make my client be the way that I am, and then have me as the player just bouncing around. Because I don't see that many other players that often in LOTRO. Bidcar, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say, hey man, glad to see you. Just stopping by to say hi. Hope life is well. Yeah. I have a few days off this week, so just enjoying my time here. A few extra days off this week, I should say. Yesterday I didn't stream at all. I was just way too tired, and I don't know why. Guess it was just a long week. That's kind of cool. Whatever that is. The weather top of the dwarves. Not as tall, because the dwarves aren't as tall. Alright. We even talked with an NPC in like an hour. Should pay the engineers better. See, I feel like that's not... I know that you put a smile by it, so you know it's not really the issue either. But they just need more engineers, right? Maybe that's not the solution either. But, like, I don't know. I feel like if they had everything client side first, server side second, this game would work so much better. Like, I shouldn't be communicating within a 10-foot period where I am. And have the server correct it every second. 'Cause that's what causes rubber banding, I feel like. Or I should be checking like so often that the rubber banding is so minor I can't even see it. But like, my game should not be out of sync from the server ever. SSG is just a small indie company. I mean, I don't know about small, but they are indie now, I guess. I mean, they're still putting out expansions and stuff. They have a lot of people that work at SSG. More than you probably think. I'm pretty sure they're still in the hundreds at SSG. I'd be surprised if they weren't. Head back over here. There we go. Talk to Thorin at the anvil on the Withered Heath. What? I thought we already... Here we go again. Back up through all the drakes. Oh my goodness, that's almost worth a mithril. Cannot travel while in combat. Yep. I just want to see if we have mithril. Because if we have mithril, we might as well spend it, right? Once we're no longer in combat. If that ever happens. Alright, what do we got? Oh. Okay, we don't have any mithril. Alright. Fine, game, fine. But like, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like that there should be way more client side. Okay. Keep making our way up this way. Loot all that. Ow. Silly Drake. Luckily, it's a pretty straight shot to where he's at, I guess. As long as you don't get clobbered by a frost troll.
I wish to survey the path to Stormwall before we seek the Gelruka.
Ah, those teeth and hides will serve my purpose quite well. Thank you, my friend. We should depart now, for I find the more I gaze upon the smooth ice of the anvil, the more reluctant I am to leave it behind, as if it carries upon its surface some strange power of bewitchment. Do you feel it too? Well, I do know those geysers all spun up once you said bewitchment. Jeez. Let us go, Andang. If we travel back south through the Worm Gap, and a little ways to the west, we should find another canyon that leads north to Stormwall. I wish to survey the path to Stormwall before we seek the Gelruka, and while we explore the Vales of Mithrin, we should collect some further trophies from the creatures there. Drake hatchling wings, and the burning scales, if you please. You are very needy. Alright. Well, since we gotta get him. There you go. Happy now? Happy now? Where do you even get burning scales? I guess they'll just be on the ground. I hope. I was hoping we could one-shot it. Alright, let's just keep going. Get out of this worm gap first. There's my horse, just appearing out of nowhere. Ow! But I'm assuming that these flaming scales come from these guys. Apparently not, though. Wow, we just got our power taken away from us, I guess. Well, apparently it's not from the worms. What would it be from then? Man, this takes so long. They need to make mounted combat be more powerful. And make your horse have more morale, my goodness. Update mounted combat people. Like, they have these progression systems, but then they don't update them. It's just like, why have them? Instead, let's just introduce virtues and all the other stuff as upgrade systems too. I'm just saying. Burning scales. I still don't know where that's from. If we take on that, then we should know. Yeah, up there. Okay. No wonder I don't know. We haven't made it there yet. Alright, Wow, we've already done like 8 quests in this area. Ugh. We're stuck. Back to the road we shall go. Alright, here we go. So now the question is, which one do we go to first? I think we'll save that for next time. But man, that's a cool looking, very cool looking fort. Instead, we will make our way up here. Fight whatever the heck is up here. Oh, just teleported so roughly. Yeah, we're going to fight you. Okay. This place feels like Angmar all over again. You got the drakes. You got the having to stop every so often to fight. Not a bad thing per se, but. Whoa. Durin beckons you to his side, signaling for quiet.
I sense the presence of dragonkind very near to us.
They roost within Stormwall and increased number. Okay, so we need the burning scales. Ah, there we go. Fire Drake hatchlings. Now we know. Now we know what we need. Oh, they're taking on everything here.
With iron fists and hammer strong, they ruled a realm of storied song, the glittering mines and glimmering hall of peerless proud Thafar Gathor.
That's cool. Alright, I guess we have to take on these then, huh? Or maybe the salamander? I don't know. No, not that. What about this? The burning fireworm. There we go. Burning fireworms. Okay. That we can do. Jeez, they're fighting everything. Hello. Lots of creatures. Lots of features. Alright. Let's just, you know, let them do their thing. There we go. More burning scales. Oh, and we're getting up to this place. Oh, man. I like that they added in them fighting each other. It makes getting through here much easier. Okay, I guess we can go back to him. And that'll probably be a good place to stop. Jeez, how many of these do we have? Too many. Too many. I like how we can just scoot right through, no problem. Man, this would have been such a cool lead up back in the day. The day with Dwarves, of course, being Thorin's day.
The fortress of Stormwall has been abandoned for an age.
But at its height, it was known for its riches. The dwarves who dwell here made fine work in gold and silver, but it was that very reputation that brought about their downfall. Rumor of their treasure drew the attention of dragons, and the dwarves were driven out. This would be the straight way to Stormwall, but I see that the stairs have collapsed. I'm quite observant, you know. To reach the old fortress, we would need to brave the canyons. And if I remember my maps aright, the cliffs and gullies on the approach to the stronghold are certain to be quite confusing. Perhaps we will return here when we are better supplied. Let us leave this canyon and find the Zelruka. They intend to establish a camp in the old stronghold of Skarhald, south of here. And to the west. Alright, well when we return, we will head to Skarhald, which is this area here. And then on to Glimmerdeep, which I'm super excited about. Can't wait to go there. Just sounds cool. Of course, we must mourn the fallen as well. But all that's not till next time. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like down below, and I'll see you again real soon for some more LOTRO as we continue on through this place. Oh, there's another one slain there. I don't remember if I saw that coming in. Let's just head over to this and get a nice little vista up this hill. And then we'll end things off here. Just riding into the sunrise or sunset or whatever time it is. What time is it? Ah, noon. The sun being exactly where it should be. Alright. Yes, have a great night, Yvonne. Aldemiras, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say worms here drop scales you need. Cool, cool. And man, yeah, that's where we're going next. Good gravy, that's cool. Alright, but that of course is not till next time. And once again, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for some more of LOTRO.